Hey guys, happy late new year, and I'm coming to you with another retro film review. And tonight I just got back from seeing the original 1979 Alien film. It was the first time I've ever seen it. But before I get into the movie itself, I just want to tell a funny story that happened while at the theater. When the film first started playing, right from the opening Fox logo, the top part was glitching out constantly, and the entire screen kept on changing colors from blue to red to green, kind of like this. It was constantly changing to the point where it would probably give someone an epileptic seizure, and it went on like that for about 15 minutes, or at least I think it was 15 minutes, until someone who worked at the theater finally paused the movie, said they would take about 10 or so minutes to fix the problem. And they ended up fixing the problem, at least. And once the movie was over, they did give us rain checks to use to a different movie as an apology for the issues that happened at the beginning of the screening. That story aside, the movie itself was pretty great. Like I said, it was the first time I've ever seen it. The characters were awesome. I really enjoyed Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. The xenomorph was pretty cool as well. There were times where it was obvious that it was someone in a suit. For the times that it was on screen, it did its job pretty well. And speaking of which, there were some genuine scares, like not even jump scares, like new movies like to do these days. But there were a few like actual scary parts in the film. And as someone who doesn't usually like the mix of sci-fi and horror, I thought it did a pretty good job on both ends of it. And the final thing that, big thing that stood out to me was, I guess the message in the film, at least the way I perceived it, was that like big companies and like big tech, they don't actually care about the people who work for them. But what I really liked about the message was that they didn't beat you over the head with it, like newer movies in recent years like to do. They weaved the message into the film, and they did it naturally, where it wasn't so obvious, so in your face the whole time. But other than that, all in all, the movie was great. As a sci-fi and horror film, I liked it better than I thought I would. But if you're fans of the Alien franchise, definitely see it in theaters if you ever get the chance. If you're a fan of sci-fi and horror, definitely see it too, because that's one of like the original pioneers of science fiction horror films. And even if you're a casual moviegoer and you like horror movies, then you should go and see it because it's a great film all around. But that's it for me. What were your thoughts on the film? Were you able to see it in theaters on your first viewing? Like, did you see it when it first came out in 1979? That's it for me. Have a nice night, guys.